Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Hello, everyone.
Grandson.
How are we? Oh, I left my drink over here. Let me go get it before we start the broadcast. Yes. Let's see here.
Nice to be with you again.
Yes, it's nice to be with you. It's
1
been
year
a whole
later.
year.
Yes.
It's been a whole year since we've last done this. And yeah, we're here to talk about T.Hanks-Giving. We should probably make this public. But we're trying to create a viral campaign here. We want to spread the good word about giving Tom Hanks on Thanksgiving. For Tom Hanksgiving, it used to be T.Hanks-Giving, but for branding purposes, it's just going to be Tom Hanksgiving. So instead of Thanksgiving, you put the OM after the T, and you get Tom Hanksgiving, right? Does it make sense to you?
On point.
Thank you. Thank you. Firstly, a little housekeeping to conduct here. If I'm correct, this is your 89th Thanksgiving.
If you are correct, this is my 89th Thanksgiving.
That is marvelous, Nana. My Nana's 89th Thanksgiving. A cheers to her.
90 on December 12th.
Yes. So in less than a month, Nana will be reaching the big 9-0. That's 9 decades, and it's just a marvelous feat. How does it feel to be hitting the 9th stride?
Well, I have to tell you that it's got its good points and its bad points.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love my family and having everybody, but the body doesn't live up to my expectations.
Yes. So I hear. Yeah. That's a tough nut to crack, I would say.
Well,
but that's just the way that the cookie crumbles, I suppose. The cookie is the body, right?
Exactly. And if you speak to anybody who's 90, they'll give you the same speech.
Yeah. I totally hear that. In any case, I digress. Let's talk a little bit about Tom Hanks. Once again, not much has changed since last year. We just love Tom Hanks, right?
Absolutely.
Did you see any good Tom Hanks movies this year at all?
No, I really didn't.
Really? I saw, didn't Scully come out this year? Sully,
I think it was last year.
Was that last year?
We spoke about it last year.
No, we did not.
Yes.
Well, I'm getting this little chair because I'm so uncomfortable. Trying to kneel next to you. I'm probably going to break this. This is my son's chair.
He keeps it here.
Yes, he does.
To
that's a little bit better.
Me.
Yes, my son, Nana's great-grandson, comes in all the time.
And visits.
So
the light of my life.
Yes. So yeah, not many. I don't know what in terms of Tom Hanks movie, what anything really exciting that has come out last year.
Sully, I remember, but other than that, I don't remember any from this year.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing Toy Story, I understand.
Yes.
Toy Story 4.
We're getting a new Toy Story, and I really liked Toy Story 3. I thought it was the best of the Toy Stories.
Really?
Yes. Did you see Toy Story 3?
I didn't even see one, honey.
Well, we got to change that. I mean, I should have gotten the Toy Story box set. So this is what Tom Hanksgiving is all about. Ready? You at your celebration or pre-celebration. So yesterday, you should have done this yesterday, folks. You go to your Target or to your Best Buy or whatever, your Barnes & Noble, whatever, wherever they are currently still selling Blu-rays and DVDs. How sad is that they don't? And what you do is you pick up a Tom Hanks movie. This year, I picked up The Polar Express, which is, I believe, the 3rd collaboration between Robert Zemeckis and Tom Hanks. The first one being Forrest Gump.
They're very good friends.
They're very good friends, Forrest Gump, and then they did Castaway. Mm-hmm. And now they did Polar Express, and this is when Robert Zemeckis was going through his CGI motion capture period and doing stuff like Beowulf and the Polar Express. So this movie is going to be given to a guest of honor at our Thanksgiving meal tonight. And you can choose. So what you do is you go to the store, you buy a Blu-ray. That's Tom Hanks. And then at Thanksgiving dinner, you make everybody be quiet for a second. You take the floor, you take your drink, and you tap tap and you say, attention, everyone. Attention, we would like to announce the guest of honor and award them with a Blu-ray
of T.Hanks.
Of Tom Hanks. We're going to give Tom Hanks on Hanksgiving. And then you stand up, and what you do is you have to take a picture, and you post it to social media with the hashtags and everything. And what you do is you hold hands like this, and then, Nana, you hold and just like that, that's how you take your picture. And then you post it to the interweb. And if everybody gives a Tom Hanks movie on Thanksgiving, the world will become a better place. So I urge you all, if you have a Tom Hanks movie, go out there, grab it, and bring it to the table and give it to someone. Because the act of giving, it just makes for better connections.
And I said this before, I say this every year. In the giving is the getting.
That's very true, Nana. In the giving is the getting.
You said the same thing to me. You retorted the same way last year.
Well, Nana, we have to try and keep the content interesting if we're going to do this every year. I mean, come on. This is only how many Thanksgiving? So this is actually the 6th Tom Hanks Thanksgiving. We've been doing this since 2012 in my household. And for the last 6 years, I've been trying to really jumpstart the viral trend. We did a Facebook Live broadcast last year right here in this very spot, which is what my Nana's referring to. And God willing, we'll be doing one next year, just trying to push the world to recognize that giving Tom Hanks movies to your friends and family is a good idea on Thanksgiving. Tom Hanksgiving. Hashtag Tom Hanksgiving 2018. Interesting fact about Tom Hanks. Did you know that Tom Hanks is actually the 4th cousin of Abraham Lincoln?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's very true. Isn't that crazy?
It's wild.
Do you know any interesting facts about Tom Hanks? I figured we would do some interesting Tom Hanks facts to wrap this whole soiree up.
Do I know anything interesting about Tom Hanks? I know he makes a lot of money.
Well,
I know that he is very popular in California. I know that he's a Democrat.
Yes.
I know that he is very active as a Democrat.
Here's an interesting fact for you, Nana. Conversion factor. Before he married Rita Wilson, his current wife, Tom Hanks converted to the Greek Orthodox Church, which is the religion of Wilson's family.
That's interesting.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Truly fascinating.
He has a son that looks just like him.
Colin Hanks, who's a great actor.
He looks just like his dad.
Really, truly.
And he's got an everyman face. He's not handsome. He's not funny looking.
Do you think he could run for president?
He's just very pleasant. He could. Anybody could run for president in this country. That's what makes the beauty of this country.
Well, you gotta have a little moolah, right?
I don't know whether I would vote for him or not.
Okay.
But
here's a good one. Did you know that? Okay, so before what I was talking about with Abraham Lincoln, he is the 3rd cousin or 4 generations removed of former President Abraham Lincoln. Hanks's great grandfather was the same grandfather as Lincoln's great grandfather.
Wow!
So they share a great grandfather.
Wow!
Something like that.
I didn't realize that he was so entrenched in America the way
he really is.
That particular episode is.
I also know, on good word, that Tom Hanks is a typewriter enthusiast.
Oh, really?
Yes. Since the dawn of the computer keyboard, do you miss the clacking of a good typewriter?
I like it. Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun, right?
He did a movie where he danced on the typewriter.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, or on a piano. I don't remember.
Well, if it was a typewriter, he probably requested
No. It was a piano.
Oh.
One of his first movies.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see what other fascinating facts we can find out about Tom Hanks. Here's something. Hanks gained 30 pounds in order to play the role of Jimmy Dugan, the washed-up ball player turned manager of a female baseball team in 1992's A League of Their Own.
Oh, yeah, that was a very nice film.
Did you like that movie?
Yeah.
Madonna's in that movie.
Yes, that was one of I think was her first movie.
Is there any Tom Hanks movie that you don't like?
Let me think. I wasn't crazy about Castaway.
Really?
Although they say he did a marvelous job, and he did do a marvelous job, but
I loved Castaway. I thought it was great.
I need noise.
Here's an interesting fact about Tom Hanks. Hanks's Oscar speech for 1993's Philadelphia, where he thanked a gay teacher, was the inspiration for the plot of the 1997 film In and Out, starring Kevin Kline, about a teacher who was outed in an Academy Award speech.
Wow, that's interesting.
Is that interesting?
He was wonderful in Philadelphia. Oh,
he was great.
Fabulous.
He was really, really great. Here's another interesting fact. Tom Hanks has hosted SNL how many times, would you guess?
12.
Actually, it was only 8.
Oh,
He's hosted.
Okay.
He's hosted. He's a part of the Five Timers Club. So I guess when you've hosted SNL 5 times, become a member of the Five Timers Club. The other members include Danny DeVito, Alec Baldwin, John Goodman.
He hosted even more than that.
He's done a lot.
Yeah.
So is John Goodman. Let's see here. This is interesting. Did you know that Tom Hanks and Bruce Springsteen have been friends ever since childhood? And Springsteen penned the song Streets of Philadelphia for Hanks' 1993 film of the same name?
No, I didn't know that.
I did not know that either. That's fascinating.
What?
Oh,
Why
nothing.
are you laughing?
I'm not laughing at anything.
You're laughing at something.
No, just breezing over some of these more interesting facts regarding Tom Hanks.
Who was Tom Hanks married to before?
I don't know, but I do believe that's Colin Hanks' mother. So Rita Wilson's not Tom Hanks's.
Did they have any children together?
Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks, I do believe, have children.
Oh, yes.
Together. Here's an interesting thing. 1.5 hours after reading the script for Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks signed on to play the role. So it took him 90 minutes to decide whether he want to make one of the best decisions of his life.
Yeah,
that was a good decision.
A very good decision.
They were supposed to do Forrest Gump 2. It never came out.
Not too many people could be Forrest Gump. He is very unique.
It's true. It's kind of fascinating when you think about it.
I'm telling you, he's every man.
It's true, and
Forrest Gump is, part of every man.
You ever seen Joe versus the Volcano?
Yes.
That was a great movie.
And what about the house, the Money Pit? That was a great movie.
I have not seen the Money Pit.
Well, you would enjoy it very much.
Nana, are you familiar how much I love Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
So, if we give Tom Hanks movies away on Thanksgiving, what would be a good holiday to give someone a Nicolas Cage film?
Christmas? Hanukkah?
Cagemas. Merry Cagemas. Oh my God, I love that. You hear that, folks? We just gave birth to another movement while we're struggling to get this one off the ground. Cagemas, where you give a Nicolas Cage movie on Christmas, and that's how you spread the joyful cheer.
I think more people like Tom Hanks than they do Nicolas Cage. They're more familiar.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Now, what are the differences? You said that Tom Hanks is an everyman, and I would argue that Nicolas Cage almost is too, because think about all the different roles he's played.
Yes, he's another everyman, but not as sweet as Tom Hanks.
There's got to be a few movies. Okay, Valley Girl. Nicolas Cage is very sweet in Valley Girl.
I don't remember.
He's very sweet in Peggy Sue Got Married.
I don't remember that either. I guess
It Could Happen to You.
I wasn't a Nicolas Cage fan.
I know.
So I didn't see all of his movies. Maybe I would feel the same way if I saw all of his movies.
I think Tom Hanks is your Nicolas Cage.
I think so, too.
Well, in any case, let's see what the Polar Express is about. Just try to picture this. Stare off into space as I read the back of this cover and revel in the wonder of what this could be. It's Christmas Eve, and you're about to go on a roller coaster up and down mountains, slipping and sliding over ice fields, teetering across mile-high bridges, and be served hot chocolate by singing waiters, more astonishing than anything you could possibly imagine. You're on the Polar Express. Tom Hanks stars in a Robert Zemeckis-directed production, an instant holiday classic filmed in a dazzling performance capture animation that makes every moment magical. And one lucky winner is going to own this, is going to take this home tonight.
Wow.
Is going to take home this bad boy tonight and throw it on, and just revel in the winter. I love this time of year. This like you feel like, do you feel, because you're born in December, do you feel like an affinity for the winter? Do you feel connected to?
No.
Not in any way, shape, or form?
I find it very taxing to live in the cold climate.
Well, where did you spend many years?
In California and Tucson, Arizona. And it spoiled me.
Why? What happened? Does your blood thins out there?
It doesn't. That's a fallacy.
What is it in the first place?
Explain. You just get old and fragile and you can't stand the cold.
So if I, as a young man, if I move out west and I'm like in the warmth all the time, and then I move back east, I'm not like more susceptible to cold?
No, I don't think so. You may not like the cold though, but you're used to the temperate climate.
But here's the thing. When you're out east, you get to sort of, you get to experience 4 seasons. And when you're in a place like Arizona or California, it's just like a mild 72 degrees every day.
I lived in California once for 2 years. It never rained. 2 years.
And did that not drive you crazy?
No, it didn't drive me crazy. But as far as the 4 seasons, you could take a flight in and go up in October and go up the East Coast to the beautiful leaves and changing colors and everything, and then go back to California and stay warm.
Very interesting. It's very interesting.
I don't know how interesting it is.
I don't know how interesting it is either. So, listen, folks. Just to reiterate before we leave you, because we got to go deep fry our turkey. We deep fry our turkey. How many years have we deep fried that turkey?
I think this is the 3rd or 4th year.
Many times we deep fried the turkey, and we love it. It tastes delicious, and then when you're done with the turkey, you can take candy bars and wrap them up in pancake batter, and then you throw them in the electric deep fryer too, and it's fantastic. Right?
What are you looking forward to? The turkey?
Are you deep frying the turkey? Wait! All right, folks. Wait, we're coming!
Signing off.
We're signing off, okay? Thank you so much. Remember, give a Tom Hanks movie on Tom Hanksgiving. Tom Hanksgiving, folks. You give a Tom Hanks movie to your friends and family, the guest of honor at your Thanksgiving feast.
Absolutely!
And you post it. Make sure to post this on social media with the hashtags you see around below. Okay, we gotta go. They're deep frying the turkey. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, gotta end this.